What's up, family? Question: who amongst us still attends church? By show of hands, who still attends church? I don't go. And I'm proud to say I don't go. Well, you know what? I don't necessarily know if I'm proud because of what church should stand for. I think I would go, but I'm just not believing in all the stuff that they be saying or doing. Anyway, fam, these churches are out of control. I've heard it all now. I heard this woman say that she went to a church where they have a $100 aisle. If you're paying $100 to the church, you walk down this aisle. You paying $20, you walk down that aisle. You paying anything under $10, you just sit. You sit quiet. You just, And when you pay your $100, they do a big roar. They make a big celebration out of it. Anybody else, everybody else just go pay. But if you're in the $100 aisle and you drop 100, you get saluted. Man, come on, fam. Y'all know this ain't right. Y'all know it. Then I've always been hearing, well, not always, but I've been hearing for the longest about these churches that ask for your W-2s and your bank statements. Fam, let me tell you something. You don't have to be brilliant. You don't even have to be kindergarten smart to understand that if a church is asking for your bank records, for your W-2s, perhaps that church doesn't really care about you. You know why? Because if you follow what the word says, then it doesn't cost you anything to hear the word. You shouldn't be charged a fee to go to church. At this point, they should just charge an admission fee. I guess they do kind of have a fee, but at the door, man, you want to pay at the door, did you pay online? Come on, fam, it's crazy. These people are tripping hard. The priest and his family are living the high life. I mean, private jets that they own. Skyrise or high-rise buildings, acres of land, mansions, Rolex watches, Petit Philippe's. I mean, they just balling. Some of the pastors have more money than the entire congregation. How does that happen? I get it, fam. Everybody ain't got it up here. Everybody ain't got it up top, man. But it's just amazing you can find that many people that are slow. But then you can look at some of these elections and you see so many people, millions and millions and millions. It's one thing to vote for somebody that ain't right. It's a whole other thing to actually vehemently defend them. Like at this point, if you understand the voting process and you decide you want to vote, you just do this here and go on about your business. You don't stand at the top of the mountain screaming your lungs out defending these uncivilized mutts who are taking you for granted. Man, something has to be done about this pimping, this poverty pimping. At this point, it ain't even poverty pimping because there's a lot of people actually who got money, who a lot of these churches are now, they're so prestigious that they got probably the majority of their congregation, making over $100,000. I mean, they getting to the money. Almost make you don't even want to come to church. Everybody pulling up in Rolls Royces, Range Rovers, Lexus coupes, Mercedes-Benz, BMWs. They got their Lamborghini trucks and Rolls Royces. Make it only want to come. It's a cold game, man. These churches, they must be stopped. You know what would slow it down? If they started taxing these churches, especially the ones who ain't really putting the work in. I don't really see churches doing a lot of work in the community. I'm talking about solid work. I'm not talking about doing something when there's a special occasion, like, okay, yeah, the natural disaster. Okay, we got the church open, we're doing this here. Or it's Thanksgiving, let's give out some turkeys. Oh, it's Christmas, let's do a toy drive. No, I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about sustainability. I'm talking about doing something year round, every day, doing something to enhance the community on a daily basis. Where you at? Point them out, fam. What churches out there that's putting in the work daily? And I'm talking about where you can see real change on a daily basis. And they don't have to be no big churches, but if you know a big one, definitely call them out for me. Let me know if there's a big one out there that's really putting the work in, that's making significant change. But I often see that it's the small churches with the small congregation that have the pastors who are more realer than anybody, than any of these guys that have these so-called mega churches. Oftentimes it's those small churches. I'm talking about the ones that be in the shopping strips, the ones where people are doing their, what they call those, Wednesday worshiping and stuff. I don't even know if there's such thing called Wednesday worship. I don't do church, man, so I don't know. I don't know the lingo. But Bible study, that's what they call it, Bible study. You know, they be doing a Bible study sometimes in their apartments and stuff. You know, a lot of them start off in their apartments and then they move on to a shopping strip, and next thing you know, they got a freestanding building, and on and on and on. So salute to the pastors out there that are really doing the work. Salute to those out there, the volunteers at the churches who are actually putting in the work. You know who you are. But the rest of y'all, I ain't got to tell you where you're going, because you already got your ticket. No more talk.